and welcome. And oh my gosh, it has been so long since I've actually covered a full baseball game, and who would have thought that I would be able to cover this one? Good evening, everyone. This is the Rooftop Sports, alongside with myself and my friend Vader over there. We are covering the Seattle Mariners. I wish. It's the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. And now the Rangers, they are now home in Houston trying to put this series to bed. They are now up 3-2 in the series, while the Texas Rangers, they had the lead in the 8th inning, and then they walked into this evil trap of confrontation and fighting. And next thing you know, Jose Altuve hits a home run. And it's been so long since I've done this show that I have to actually put up my scoreboard for this. Yep, it's been a long time since I covered a game, but I am glad that I'm finally here to cover one. And until I get some concurrence, looks like I got one concurrent view, so that is awesome. Hopefully I can get some Houston friends over here. That'd be a whole lot of fun, because I want some of my Houston buddies to be here. So we'll see if they're here. But let me see what we have got so far. Yep, got that scoreboard ready to go. And then I'm going to, now I got to switch to my commercials. Got to get to my commercial thing. Like, man, it has been that long of a time since I've actually covered anything. But and now we're almost getting ready for the game. The Houston fans are completely just waving their towels and looking forward to cover this game. And hopefully, for the Houston's perspective, that they can actually close this series, while I'm actually hoping the Rangers can win, just so I can get a Game 7, even though I deep down want the Astros to win it all over the Rangers, because if the Rangers win the World Series before the Mariners do, that would just be a whole mess of embarrassment. And who do I got here? Peyton Balma. Thank you for being here. You think Houston's going to take it? And Peyton, in case you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, and might as well go to where I am. So the last time I did a live show of any sort, that was where I was at. I was at 847 subscribers. I am now at 875. Let's get me over to 880 by the end of this show, which would just be amazing. And looks like we've got, let me see who's pitching today. We've got Framber Valdez. He'll be pitching for the Houston Astros today. Hopefully he will be the one to close the series, and we'll see how it goes. And Valdez, he has been absolutely struggling in these postseason. He's 0-2 with 11.57 ERA with an opponent batting average of .412. Maybe not the most ideal way to do anything no, I don't think he should be the one pitching, but I guess Dusty Baker's putting his trust on him, but that is something that I would be looking at and would be very nervous for. And also, in case you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. And also, another thing, please help donate to this channel to help grow this channel as much as you possibly can, which would be fantastic, as I am doing everything I can to grow this channel. Looks like I got another comment. You've been subbed since around 100, so I guess you're one of my original people. That's awesome. And now we got Marcus Semien up to bat. And here is the first pitch, and that is outside for a ball, and we are underway. And this first pitch was brought to you by Modern Exterior Solutions. If you want some siding and good painting on the outsides, give that man a call, and I'll show the ads later. And now here is the pitch, and that is low for ball 2. 2-0 the count for Marcus Semien. And Marcus Semien, he's not been doing well in this postseason. Here's the pitch, and that is ball 3. 3-0 the count. Man, what a time it has been. And here is the pitch, And that is ball 4, take your base. And Marcus Semien gets on base.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And now here is Corey Seager up to bat, batting .227, 1 home run and 1 RBI in this series alone. In the postseason, has been doing pretty well. And now here's the pitch, and that is inside for a ball. Yep. Peyton, I assume that are you a Houston fan? Let me know if you are. Not that I will care anything or judge. You cheer whatever you want. And here's the pitch. And that is popped up, and that should be playable. And he makes the catch. And we got one down for the Houston Astros. And they're showing the umpires. And now here is Grossman. And that is in there for a strike. Grossman has been struggling in this postseason alone. Interesting, he's on batting third. And that is a pitch out, it seemed like, and that's going to be a ball. Now here is the pitch, and that is low for a ball. Doing 1 to count. There's cameras showing Dusty Baker. Some Houston fans actually do criticize the man. Now, and the throw back to first, and he gets back in time is Marcus Semien. And that is a strike. We are looking at a 2-2 count so far. Now here's the 2-2. And that is strike 3 called, and Grossman goes down on strikes. And now we've got 2 outs for the Houston Astros. Diehard Mariners fan, but prefer Houston to win this. You and me both, Peyton. You and me both. Now, is it because we don't want to see the Rangers win the World Series before the Mariners do? Is that what it is? That's got to be, because I don't see any other reason to cheer for Houston. I mean, I'm still cheering for Houston because they've already won a World Series, so we should be used to it by now. And I believe this is Garcia. Free Brian Abreu signs because he did suffer a suspension. And here's a ground ball foul. Here's the thing, Peyton. I've gone on the Mariners threads and their groups. All of them still are cheering for the Texas Rangers because you know why? Orange team bad. That's all it is. Orange team bad. So they just hate Houston no matter what. Even if it was like, I don't know. And now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 for Garcia. And Garcia, I don't think he was met with any appreciation because, I mean, he provoked a fight, but joke's on him. And time's been called. And there we go. And now here is Garcia. And then here's a throw to first, and it's in time, trying to keep Semien in line, that's for sure. And now here is the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that is up high for a ball, just high. The catcher tried to sell it, but it did not work out. Adolis Garcia. He's been a factor for the Rangers so far in the American League Championship Series. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that should do it for the inning. And the inning is over, and they do get away with it. And we go to the bottom of the first inning, and we still have no score and no hits done in the Astros coming up. And here are some ads from the Modern Exterior Solutions.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And that's the ad. And let me see what we got here. I understand why some Mariners fans would want the Rangers to win just because of all the cheating and rivalry with the Astros, but seeing the Rangers going from not even making it to the postseason to being World Series contenders just isn't fair as a Mariners fan. Well, honestly, it's all in the ownership. The ownership really does not help. The ownership has really held this team hostage. We deserve at least a championship series. It's been long enough. Yeah, since 2001. But we want more. We want the World Series. But meanwhile, we have people like Mariner Mojo that are complaining that Eugenio Suarez wasn't nominated for Gold Glove. Priorities, right? No. We should be focusing something that is more important. And guess what that is called? The World Series. Such a concept. And here's the starting lineup. Got Jose Altuve, Michael Brantley, Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, Jose Abreu, Kyle Tucker, Mauricio Dubon, Jeremy Pena, and Martin Maldonado. And hopefully I can get some more viewers on here and get some more engagement. Where are my Astro fans at? We got Nathan Eovaldi. He is 3-0 in this postseason, so he is the man that they will be depending on to get through this game and hopefully for them, on their standpoint, force a Game 7. He's got a splitter, a cutter, a four-seam fastball, and a curveball. So he's got some pretty good stuff. I wonder where his changeup is, though. He could really use that. And now here is Jose Altuve up to bat. And now here is the pitch. And that is up high for a ball. 1-0 to count for Altuve. Altuve is batting .273 so far in this postseason. Everything bigger in Texas, unless your name is Jose Altuve, but he's got a big heart. And that is in there for a strike. It was outside the strike zone, but they called it otherwise. Now here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is outside for a ball. We got a 2-1 count for Jose Altuve. Altuve versus Nathan, 268 with 5 home runs, including the postseason. So he does do pretty well against the Nathan. And here's the 2-1. And here's a line drive, and that is going to go in for a base hit. And Altuve gets in there with a single, and that will put the Astros with a man on first. And you got those passionate Astro fans going loud as they can. And they're showing the replay, and it was a really nice hit by Jose Altuve. Now here's the pitch, and that is inside for a ball. Brantley's batting .222 in this series. postseason 5 for 20 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Diamondbacks, I can't see it happening. I just don't see it. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. I really wish, though, that we never gave them Paul Sewald. That trade should have never happened. It wasn't worth having a streaky and raw of a Canzone and Rojas. I don't know. And here's the pitch. The offense may have slightly improved, but it came at the cost of just completely burning up the bullpen, which Scott Service doesn't really know how to use. Not at all. And now he's working on a 2-1 count for Eovaldi. Eovaldi. How do I even say it? Here's the pitch. And here is ground ball right off of it and foul. And now we're looking at a 2-2 count. Bottom of the first, still no score and no outs. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. Ball and the throw to second, and Jose Altuve gets in there with a stolen base. And Jose Altuve had a great jump. It was amazing the catcher was able to get off of it really quick. You got a 3-2 count. There is no out so far. Here's Brantley. Here's the pitch. And that is inside for ball 4. Take your base. And let's do this.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Looks like Peyton is out. Hey, got to get to some work done. Yeah, do what you got to do. Don't quit your day job, right? That's exactly the situation I'm in. And who do we got here up to bat? We got Alex Bregman, third baseman. And here is the pitch. And check swing. Yep, he did go, and that is a strike. Looks like I got a spammer up here. Nice. Trying to provide a link, huh? Get out of here. And now here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. 1-1 to count. Here's the 1-1. And check swing. That is inside, and that is foul. It was a check swing. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is fouled again. And Bregman is really just fighting it off. As Eovaldi's already at 14 pitches right now, and he still has no outs, so he is experiencing some trouble. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And here is a fly ball to center field, and Simeon makes the catch and looks like tagging it. No, Altuve is going to stay right where he is. And no one moves on that fly ball. And now you think that Yordan Alvarez is up to bat. And let's see if he is up to bat. Got one out so far. And look at that. I'm at 876 subscribers. Let's go. Let's get me to 880 by the end of the show. And here's the pitch to Alvarez, and that is up high for a ball. Alvarez working on a 1-0 so far. And now here's the 1-0. And here is a line drive, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Altuve is rounding, and he has scored. And the Astros have taken a 1-0 lead off an RBI by Yordan Alvarez. What a hit by Alvarez, indeed. They're showing the replay, and immediately he just lined it in there for a single, and now the Astros have a 1-0 lead, looking to close this series as quickly as they possibly can. And now we've got, I think it's Jose Abreu's up to bat. Well, we've got Tucker on deck. Jose Abreu is now batting .211 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs in this postseason so far. Here's the pitch. And here is a line drive caught by Corey Seager. And that will hold everyone in line. So now we've got 2 outs in the inning so far. Yep, that looked like it could have been some kind of a base hit, but it didn't happen. Abreu looks like he was just a little bit jumpy on that one. And now we've got Kyle Tucker up to bat, one of the few original stars from the Houston Astros. And that is in there for a strike. Kyle Tucker is batting .167 in this postseason. 156 actually in this series. He's really been struggling. So hopefully for their sake, they can contribute something. And that is outside for a ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count for Kyle Tucker. He's batting 4 for 17 against Nathan. So he doesn't really do well against him. Bruce Bochy. And here is the pitch. And here's a ground ball foul. It's going to be strike 2 on Kyle Tucker. Now here's the 1-2 pitch. Up high for a ball, and that's going to be a 2-2 count. And here's the 2-2. And that is low for a ball. Kyle Tucker's waiting, and here's the full count. And here's the 3-2 pitch. And that is fouled again. Dubon is on deck. He's batting .353 in the ALCS so far. Eovaldi is at 24 pitches. He has struggled throughout this inning. Now here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Astros do get out with a lead by an RBI by Yordan Alvarez. And we will be back after these messages. The Astros lead it 1-0. That was weird. Had a little glitch moment, I guess.
They got good yardage on the play. You know, the best part of this defense is their defensive line and their interior.
Hello? Hey, who? What's up? Nothing, B. Just watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you? Nothing. Watching the game, having a bud. True. True. What's up? What's up? Yo, who's that? Yo, pick up the phone. Hello? What's that? What's up? Yo, where's Dookie? Yo, Dookie! Yo. What's up? What's up? Hold on. Hello? So what's up, B? Watching the game, having a bud. True.
We have to talk. This is something else. I need your help. Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself? I'm sure. Miles, this is crazy! We call it a symbiote, and it chose you. Get it off of him! Ready for your annual physical? I'm the hero here, not you. What the hell's going on with Pete?
You're not yourself.
You want to join us?
He's here.
Fuck down the whole building!
I know I can snap him out of this.
We can fight this together!
I cannot live another day without air conditioning.
Says tomorrow's gonna be hotter,
Hotter?
like yesterday.
Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
I'll call today.
You call now.
I'll call now.
Now's the time to save on Sears installed central air conditioning. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, and no payments until August with the Sears Charge Home Improvement Plan. Call now for a free in-home estimate on a Kenmore.
And I have just missed a home run. Wow, how embarrassing. I'm just going to rewind it really quick and just call it my way. And we are back from the break. It is 1-0 Houston. And here is the very first pitch. And here it is. And here is a fly ball to deep right field. And that is gone. And the game has been tied. It is a 1-1 game. It was a solo shot on the very first pitch. Came very unexpected by Mitch Garver. And now the game is tied at 1-1. What a hit by Garver. And just like that, the Rangers are back into it. Josh, what was it about Paul Sewald? I didn't see it, but I would like to see what it was so I can make some content out of it. But yeah, let me know what it was. And now here is the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is a strike for strike two. Now here's the 0-2. And here's a ground ball right to Bregman. The throw to first, and it's in time. And now we've got one down. We got one down so far. Bruce Bochy's being shown in the camera. It is for low. It is a 1-2 count so far. And that is low for ball 2. 2-2. Basically, he was like, the Mariners don't spend money, so they don't win. I mean, Paul Sewald's not wrong. I mean, did he say it on Twitter somewhere? And now here's the 2-2 pitch. And here's ground ball, and that is still foul. And here's the 2-2. And here is a fly ball, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. I mean, Tucker really could have hustled that one. He really should have caught that one. That was kind of strange that he didn't even go for that one. But whatever. Now here is Josh Young, and that is in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1, and that is in there for a strike, and that is going to be strike 2. Valdez, and that's time has been called. What do you think of the Seahawks game? Very disappointing win. I was not happy about it. As much as the defense was there, but I mean, when you have Josh Dobbs doing that, yeah, here's the pitch. Here is a ground ball right to Altuve to flip to second, to throw to first, and it's in time for the double play. But the Rangers, they do tie this game, and to keep it interesting, and we will be back after this timeout.
Air conditioning system. State-of-the-art engineering means greater energy efficiency. A new Kenmore could save 10 to 44% on your annual cooling costs. In time, even pay for itself. Sears also offers fast emergency installation, a 5-year warranty on parts and labor, plus our satisfaction guarantee. And you know Sears will be there to back it up. Get 0% finance charge, no billing, no payments until August. Offer ends May 31st, so call now and save with Sears.
So what's the paper say about tomorrow?
Another scorcher.
Cool.
Calling Buzz Lightyear. Come in, Buzz Lightyear. This is Star Command. Buzz Lightyear, do you read me?
Buzz Lightyear responding. Read you loud and clear.
Buzz Lightyear, planet Earth needs your help.
On the way.
Buzz Lightyear, the world's greatest superhero, now the world's greatest toy! Buzz has it all! Blocking wrist communicator!
Calling Buzz Lightyear.
Karate chop action!
Wow.
Pulsating laser light!
Oh, annihilate.
Multi-phase voice simulator!
In a secret mission in uncharted space.
And best of all, high-pressure space wings!
To infinity and beyond!
Not a flying toy. Get your Buzz Lightyear action figure and save the galaxy near you! Buzz Lightyear!
Available at all Al's Toy Bound outlets in the Tri-County area.
You ever wonder what's up there? Like what? Maybe someone up there was wondering what it's like here. I guess. Do you think we'll ever meet them? I hope so. Don't you? Do you think we'll ever meet them? Chief.
Any sign of the chief?
And we are back from the break. Okay, yeah, I'll look it up. Basically, he was on the Chris Ross. Wow, Chris. Wow. Maybe there was more than just trading him. Okay, and here's the pitch. And here is a ground ball right to the second baseman to throw to first. And it's in time. Yep, Halo 3 was absolutely the peak in the video game business. 2007 was the absolute peak. They said it was one of the best years in video gaming history. Absolutely. And that is in there for a strike for Jeremy Pena. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is outside for a strike. And here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is swinging a miss. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is outside for ball 2 for Jeremy Pena. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. Low for ball 3. And now we are looking at the 3-2 pitch. And strike 3 called, and Jeremy Pena really showed his frustration on that one. He kind of figured that it'd be a strike 3. And that is Maldonado. He is up to the plate. They're showing the LSU man who caught the home run. And here's the 1-0 pitch. And here is a ground ball right to Corey Seager. The throw to first, and it's in time. And that was an easy 1-2-3 for the Texas Rangers. And we go into the top of the inning. And the score remains at 1-1.
Can I write a check?
Yo.
Yow.
Yo.
Yow.
Yo.
Yo.
Can I write a check?
Yo.
Yow.
Yo.
Yow. Yow.
Yo.
Yow.
Yo.
Can I write a check?
Yo.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of checks. It'll get you in, out, and on with life.
Yo.
Gee. Yo, gee.
Yo.
Is it me?
Is it you?
Who knows?
Can you guess who? It's a mystery. Did your person wear a hat? No.
You're history. But I'm still here.
Can you guess who? Does your person have a beard? Uh-huh.
You're out of here.
Can you guess who? Do you have a wear glasses?
Yes.
I'm gone.
Me too.
And you guess who? Not you or you. You're Sam. You win. Let's play again.
Can you guess who? Guess who? Game cards do not actually talk.
Mr. Turtle, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
The power of the Hulk could be yours when you need it with Hulk Hands. Hulk Hands, hear them roar. With all the thunderous sounds of the Hulk built in. The power of the Hulk is in your hands.
I've got the power of the Hulk in my hands, and I like it!
Hulk Hands, with real Hulk sounds. Is there a Hulk in you?
That's fantastic.
Cheers. Gambe.
Some of you believe your system is...
And we are back from the break. And that is a strike. And then Josh says, yeah, since then, Microsoft has been going way, way down with the Kinect, Xbox One, and endless Halo, Gears, Forza Cycle. Yeah. Gears have pretty much fallen off. Yeah. Halo's pretty much a dead game at this point. You got Leody Taveras. I mean, Valdez, I thought was a questionable decision to make for a game 6. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that is low for a ball. And here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. And that is foul ball. And now here is the pitch. And that is right on the knees, but umpire wouldn't have said otherwise. So that's going to be a ball. And here is a ground ball right to the second baseman, Altuve. And that is in time. And now we've got 1 down, or it could be 2 down. I'm not even keeping track. Now here is Marcus Semien, the second baseman. And here is the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Marcus Semien's been struggling this postseason. And here is a fly ball popped up. Pena's there, and he makes the catch. Now we've got 2 down for the Texas Rangers. And Corey Seager's up to bat. He's now batting 5 for 23 with a home run in this postseason. Here's the pitch. Oh, up high for a ball. Nearly went past him. And now here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is up high for a ball. Here's the 2-0, and that is a foul ball. Now here's the 2-1. And that was fouled, and that's going to be strike 2. And swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will retire the side. Oh, man. And this is a 1-1 game. Only 2 hits apiece. So sad how the Texas Mariners failed to score with the first and second no outs. Top. Yep, Texas Mariners. I like that. That's kind of funny. Come to think about it. Now time to show those commercials again.
Is the most advanced in the universe. Let's review the numbers. Sega Genesis is 16 bits. 3DO is 32 bits. The Atari Jaguar is 64 bits. Which is more advanced? Clifford! 16 and 32 are less than 64. So with 64 bits, 3D graphics, real-world animation, and lightning speed that you can only get with Jaguar, which is more advanced? Clifford!
Can you repeat the question?
Jaguar! Jaguar! Jaguar!
It came from the third dimension with its own brain, its own voice, its own legs. There's only one problem. It needs your eyes. Virtual Boy. See it now in 3D.
Put the pieces into the slot, make the right selection. But be quick, you're racing the clock. Goes perfection. You race to fit the shapes into the slots, but you better be quick. Or the question will pop. This piece here and that piece there. Put those pieces everywhere. But be quick or beware. Goes perfection. I did it! Perfection from
Not too close. What do you think? I got that insurance?
What insurance is that, Yogi?
The one you really need to have. If you don't have it, that's why you need it.
Need what?
Aflac. Well, if you get hurt and miss work, it won't hurt to miss work. And they give you cash, which is just as good as money.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
This is Yao's favorite dish. Please enjoy.
Hey, Charles, how you like the shrimp?
It's moving and it's got eyes on it.
That's the best part.
It's alive.
Don't be like a baby.
I told you I don't eat shrimp.
Put a waitress on them.
Hold on.
What's the problem?
告诉他们把脑袋吃掉。
No, put them in your pocket. They'll see the napkin.
Yao says eat the head.
Eat the head.
Eat the head.
Who's in your fave five? My faves. Only from T-Mobile.
We ran from them.
And now we are back from the break. And Jose Altuve in his postseason career 21 of 26 home runs in 62 wins. Wow. Leon Jose, 102 postseason games, 7th most of all time. He has been quite a fighter for this team, that's for sure. Josh, that says, and here's the pitch. That's a ball. 3-0 were such a joke. Yeah, all joke. Yeah, jokes. Now we're looking at a 1-0 count on Michael Brantley, and here is the pitch, and that is a ball. Bottom of the 3, looking at a 2-0. In this series is 2 for 9, no home runs and 1 RBI. And now here is the 2-0 pitch, and that is a strike. We're looking at a 2-1 count. Here is the 2-1, and that is inside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Remember the good old days where postseasons, and here's the pitch. And that is outside for ball 4. Take your base. Let me go to this.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Yeah. Remember the good old days when it was celebrated when Ken Griffey Jr. broke Reggie Jackson's record because the home run records used to be 6, and now they're in their 20s now because of all these new playoff ways. Wow. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Somehow that was outside the strike zone, but they called it a strike anyway. Alex Bregman is 0 for 1 with a flyout in the first. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Eovaldi is at 43 pitches now. He's on pace to get to 80 by the 6th inning. Commentators, Joe Davis, John Smoltz, Ken Rosenthal. And now here is the 1-1 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Umpire camera. It's very interesting. Interesting angle that they put in there. "44 pitches for Eovaldi so far. Bregman is now 0 for 1. Now here's the 1-2 pitch. And that was inside and kind of nearly hit him. And that's going to be a 2-2 count. And now here's the 2-2. And that was right in there. Strike 3 called, and he knew it. Just didn't know what to do with it. And now we've got 2 outs so far. And lo and behold, I am now at 877 subscribers. I think those are coming from my YouTube shorts. But hey, whoever's doing it, I really do appreciate it. Now let's get me to 880 by the end of the show. And now here is Yordan Alvarez. And here is the pitch. And that is down outside for a ball. Alvarez 1 for 1 with a single in the first. In this series, he is 9 for 21. He's been doing pretty well, Yordan Alvarez. And now here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is outside for a ball. 2-0 to count to Alvarez. 48 pitches for Eovaldi so far. Looks like there's some time going on. Oh, and looks like they are calling for the intentional walk. So Yordan Alvarez, they don't want to deal with him, so they're just putting him on the base. Alvarez in his career was 10 for 14 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Wow. And now here is the other Pena. Or no, it's Abreu. Jose Abreu. He is 4 for 20 with 1 home run. He does tend to strike out a lot. And here is the pitch. And that is a ball. Once again, Houston is threatening with 2 outs so far. But can the Astros make this happen? We're looking at a 1-0. 2 outs so far. He did line out in the first. And now here's the pitch. And that is low for ball 2. And now we are looking at the 2-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. You know that wasn't going to be a freebie on that one. And now here is the 2-1 pitch. And here is a line drive. Nope. And Seager gets that over to second base to force out Alvarez. And the Texas Rangers do get out of the inning. And we go to the top of the 4th. And it's still a 1-1 game.
They followed. We thought they'd never find us. We were wrong.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No enemy has ever withstood our might.
Chief, we're running out of time.
I need a weapon. There are things about Halo even the Hierarchs do not understand.
There are those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now?
Rated M for mature.
I love the way you've decorated in here.
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly on Southwest Airlines from Manchester or Providence to Philadelphia for just $29 one way when you purchase by May 26th.
You are now free to move about the country.
With evil exterminated, first you grow strong, then you grow scared. Metroid Fusion, only on Game Boy Advance.
They'll eat your home! They'll eat your homework!
And we are back from the break. So 1-1 game. It's been a pitcher's duel quite a bit. And now here is the pitch. And here is a fly ball to deep left center field. And that is caught. I thought that was going to go somewhere. But it went straight to the glove, didn't it? Manny Ramirez has the home run record, huh? MLB trying to screw over the Astros again. I like that. I like you saying that. They just want a Game 7. They just want it for the ratings. Hey, I want a Game 7, so be it. I want an opportunity to cover another game. And that's a swing and a miss for Garcia. A very unliked figure. And they're really just booing the crap out of him, too. Here's the pitch. And that is low for a ball, 1-1. I mean, who would fly on Southwest Airlines? They have their planes are horribly maintained, I must say that. They're cheap for a reason. And now here is the 1-1 pitch. And that is a foul ball. And that's going to be a 1-2 count. Ah. Yep, they're still booing him as much as they possibly can. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that is a foul ball. Oh, yeah. Abreu shouldn't have been suspended either. And now here is the 1-2 pitch, and that is a foul ball. MLB wants more revenue, more games, more profits. Hey, for me, more views, more subs, get me closer to the monetization. I'm at 877, so I am getting close. So yes, unfortunately, I am cheering for the Rangers on this one. I just want the Game 7 ratings. And now here is the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Garcia goes down and strikes, and the fans do get more passionate when they get him struck out. And I am actually going to stand up because sitting down really is hurting my back. Been having some back issues lately. I might see an acupuncture at this point. Me sitting down all day just doesn't do me any good. So I'm going to stand up for the sake of my health because standing up is actually good for you. It's good for the posture. And Garver, who did hit that home run earlier, and it's now 0-1 the count. We're looking at 2 outs so far here in the top of the 4th, and here's the pitch, and a nice, beautiful curveball, and that's going to be strike 2. I fly Delta. I fly Alaska usually, though. Doctor said, yeah, probably. Here's the pitch, and here's a ground ball foul. And we're looking at 2 outs so far. And also, congratulations to myself. I just gained another sub. It's probably from my YouTube shorts. I don't think it's coming from the show at all. But I'm at 878 subscribers, getting close to 880. And here's the pitch. Foul ball again. We're looking at that 0-2 count so far. Valdez at 53 pitches, been decently efficient for this team. I mean, let's get me to... Yep, I'm at 878 to say the least. And hopefully I can get like another video in. And now here is the 0-2 pitch. And that is going to be a ball. And that's going to be a 1-2 count. United Airlines, really? They dragged the guy out. Remember that? They dragged out that Asian dude because he wouldn't get out of the plane. Unless you have your other side of the story on that one. And they're using that camera angle again. Here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is a ball. 2-2. Man, just by that angle, I can see why the angle is difficult for the umpire for the field of view. But yep, that was barely a ball. But yeah, this morning I was at, and here's the pitch. And that is low for ball 3. And he's getting ready to walk already. I think the umpire's just reminding him that. Wow. He thought it was a walk. Yep, because he thought it was ball 4. Nope, and my feed I accidentally just turned off my tablet just by accident. And now we are looking at a 3-2 count for Garver. And now here is the pitch. And here is a line drive, and that is going to go through for a base hit. Went right through Pena, just barely. And now we got a man on first base with still 2 outs. Still an opportunity for the Texas Rangers to come up with something. And as of now, 878. I've gotten about 7 subscribers so far. Your fantasy football team was trash. Do you want to know how trash my fantasy football team is? I'll show you exactly how trash it is. And I'm looking forward to showing you how bad the team really is. First of all, I already lost. Here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Yeah, here's the score. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Top of the 4th, 0-1 count, and here's the pitch. And here is a fly ball to deep right field, and does that have enough? And that is that gone? Oh no, I think that is gone. That is gone. It's a home run. Wow. A 2-run home run for the Texas Rangers by Yona Heim. And I really thought that was caught for just a second, but did not happen. And now the Texas Rangers, they now have a 3-1 lead. He just almost had it. Luckily, the fans did not try to interfere with it. Or the fan kind of did. It was a Texas fan who tried to interfere. Did you see that? Wow.
But 2 opposite field home runs now by the Rangers. Staying on the ball.
That's what it was all about, staying on the ball. Yeah, that thing was just barely left the field. Just by inches. He could have easily caught that one. And here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. I'm at 878. I know I've already said that. Yeah, Framber has not been good this year at all. Now here is the pitch. And that is low for a ball once again. It's a 1-1 count so far. Man, I remember the good old days just a year ago. I was literally not even in the hundreds so far. And now here is the 1-1. Ground ball foul. Browns defense, only player with double digits today, huh? Yeah, that must hurt. My fantasy team just completely fell apart. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball fouled again, and Valdez is getting a little bit up there on the pitch count, and it's only the top of the 4th inning so far. And now here is the 1-2 pitch, and here is a ground ball right to Altuve. The throw to first, and it's in time, but the Houston Astros, they are now trailing by that home run by Yona Heim. And we will be going into commercial break, and it is now 3-1 Texas Rangers. Time to go to the commercials now, shall we?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me how many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Perhaps. Why?
At the center of every Tootsie Pop, there's a chocolatey, chewy Tootsie Roll.
Begin the count. 1, 2, 2.
You bet.
You bet.
Allow me. 1, 2. How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 3.
The world may never know.
We bad.
Play it on Xbox.
And now we are back from the break. They're showing that home run once again that Kyle Tucker nearly caught. And now, in result, it is now 3-1 Texas Rangers. Now here's the pitch. And that is up high for a ball. And here's Dubon with the 1-0 pitch. And that is a foul ball. I guess they have to put JP France in, don't they? And here's the pitch. And that is a 2-1 count. And here is the pitch. And that is just outside for a ball. And that's going to be a 3-1 count. And now here we are for Evaldi. And here is the pitch. And that is fouled back. And that's going to be strike 2 for Dubon. Now, and time has been called. It looks like they're going to have a little bit of a chat about it. I'm at 878 subs. Help me get to 880. And now here is the stretch. And here's the 3-2 pitch. And here is a ground ball right to Simeon, the throw to first, and it's in time. And now we've got 2 outs for the Houston Astros. As if this game gets close enough. Now here's the pitch to Pena, and that is a broken bat, and right to Evaldi, the throw to first, and it's in time, and that will retire the side. And now we will go straight into commercial break. That inning was so quick.
With my Hypno Beam, programming people is a snap. Hypno Beam? Whoa. Hey, Mom, let's go shopping. But I just went shopping. Okay, dear.
Great tasting gum that's good for your teeth. Try it for kids, the official gum sponsor of Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius.
Hi, I'd like to redeem my credit card miles. Someplace warm?
No.
But I'm in Chicago. It's freezing.
Ooh, I predict a no storm.
Can my miles get me to Mexico?
No way, Jose.
St. Thomas?
Saint happening.
Hawaii?
No, huh?
Cabo?
Cobb, no, maybe.
L.A.?
No.
Who's in charge over there?
That would be our CEO.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There's no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
9.
What?
Niet.
But
No.
I'm calling Capital One.
Nunca. What's in your wallet? Hey, Chubbs, first day? No. The answer's always no. You got that, Quasimodo? Now, I'm a caller. Hi, can I redeem my credit card miles? No. That's right. Mix it up. Tic-tac, no. E-I-E-I, no. Marco.
Pull no.
All right. Are we clear?
Yeah. No. Hey, shouldn't I just call Capital One?
Hey.
Yeah.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There's no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
What's in your wallet?
Oh, I got a couple bucks. Bus pass.
Not you.
Credit card miles to Miami?
No. Blacked out.
Ooh,
You sound strong.
please?
No.
Just for me.
Okay.
The answer's always no.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
Should have worked at Capital One. What's in your wallet?
High-speed internet connection required. Someone is saying yes instead of no to redeeming credit card miles. Find out who.
I'm on it.
No blackouts.
Brenda, you know we all say no. But I hear sometimes you say yes.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One no hassle rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline anytime.
Should have worked at Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
I'd like to redeem my credit card miles. No.
Okay.
Oh, Chubbsy, come on. The answer's always...
And now we are back from the break. Here's Josh Young. Grounded into a double play, and here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. I just gotta get one more, maybe like 2 more videos in. I don't know. I do want to get some more shorts in there. And now here's the pitch. And that is a ball. I'm gonna try to fill up all the shorts that I can for tomorrow. I'm gonna try 10 o'clock, 10, 12, 2, 4, and 6, and maybe even 8. And check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that's going to be strike 2. I'm at 878 subscribers so far. Help me get to 880. What Asia am I from? Who's this guy? I got Joe Biden from Korea. South Korea. And now here's the pitch. And that is a ball. Ball 3. 3-2 to count. Valdez, he's working on 69 pitches so far, going into the top of the 5th inning. And here is the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and strike 3. And down goes Josh Young. Out of role play, same. 1-6. 1-6 looks all certain of your fantasy football gridiron. Yep, it does. And it is immensely painful to deal with. Really is. Here is Leody Taveras. He's looking at an 0-1. 0 for 1 today. And here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Now here's the 1-1. And here is a line drive right by Pena, the backhand effort. And it was a good effort, but not even close. So that's going to be a base hit for the Texas Rangers right there. Okay, I think this video's done. Here's the pitch, and that is outside for Simeon for a ball. At least your league doesn't relegate the worst. Wait, really? Your fantasy team does that too? Never thought I'd meet another Korean sports fan on YouTube online, but it's amazing. Yeah, I bet. And Mr. Joe Biden, have you subscribed to my channel? Make sure you do. Sleepy Joe. Get to it. Now here's the 1-1. And that is a ball. Oh, are you the 879th? Let's take a look and see if you are. Thank you very much, Mr. President. You are now the 879th subscriber. Now, make sure to just not trip up the stairs if you ever meet me. Here's a pitch. That's a ball. But yeah, make sure, Mr. President, to not be tripping while following. Make sure, Mr. President, to not trip while watching my shows. And don't stutter while you're typing. And the throw back to first, and it's in time. Not in time. Yep. Yeah, you always promise everything, but you're not really giving us much. So actions speak louder than words, Mr. Prez. And looks like we got, oh, wow. What other Korean sports YouTubers do you know, Mr. President? I wonder if I should make that a short. And now I'm at 880. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Thank you very much for subbing to my show. Now, let's go for 885 by the end of this show. Got 9 subscribers today. I'm just on a roll. Yep. I also follow some Korean soccer, Mr. President. Now, where's your boy Trump? Get over here, too. I want him on the show, too. I want you two to be fighting each other. Where are you guys? Where is my boy Trump? I mean, where is the man Trump? Where is he? Get him over here. And now here's the pitch. And here is a lot. Oh, caught by Altuve. Tried to see if he could get a double play out of it, but they were just too quick on that one. Now I'm at 881. It just keeps on going. It's been a pretty big day for me. 10 subscribers so far. And I think it's all those shorts that are really helping out. Or I'm just doing the show, or whatever the reason may be. Hopefully, maybe 900 by the end of this night. That'd be great. Now here's Evan Carter, the hero of Game 1. And now here is the 1-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Now here's Valdez, and here's the pitch. And that is also in there. Once again, in there for a strike. And now the crowd is really getting after it. They are really showing their passion to see if they can just get out of this inning. And here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is low for a ball. Two and two count so far for Evan Carter. This is the opportunity for the Astros to get out of this inning so they can get their bats going and try to produce a comeback to finish this series. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the side. And the Texas Rangers, they failed to score. And hopefully that will bite them in the butts. And we go into the bottom of the inning. It is still 3-1 Texas. All right, let's back to the commercial, shall we?
No! That's right. I'm not hearing it.
No! No! No!
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One No Hassle Rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
I should have went to Capital One!
What's in your wallet?
No!
Ho, ho, ho! Here's to a year of saying no to redeeming credit card miles. Enjoy your bonuses.
Hey, maybe next year we can say yes.
No.
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One No Hassle Rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
I should have worked at Capital One!
What's in your wallet?
Finally, we're using my credit card miles. They couldn't black us out forever.
But Dad, it's summer.
What are you, a weatherman?
All right, who's up for a little double diamond? Last one down's a coward. I'm okay.
They need a Capital One card.
For easy-to-use rewards, get Capital One No Hassle Rewards with no blackouts on any airline, anytime.
Kids, look at this!
What's in your wallet?
Remember, be very quiet in the museum.
I'll take this group.
More smiling face. It's just the thing. That makes everybody put a smile on. Put a smile on. Everybody, come on. Put a smile on.
Well, when I got hurt in this work, thought I had supplemental insurance.
Supplemental insurance? What's that?
Aflac. Well, even best insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay, other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac. Shouldn't ask about it at work.
Really? And what's it called?
Aflac!
Aflac. Without it, no insurance is complete.
Aflac!
Hey kids, today we're going to get an inside look at new Eggo waffles. All the stuff you love on your Eggo waffle is in
And we are back from the break. And we got Maldonado. He is up to the plate right now. The catcher for the Houston Astros, who had a little trash talking session with Garcia, who is also not a liked figure. He's looking at a 1-0 count so far from Isvaldi. He has settled down a bit. And here is the 1-0 pitch. And that just hit him. He will take one for the team, and he gets on first base. And here is Jose Altuve. Hopefully he can be the hero for the Houston Astros. And here is the pitch. And he just jammed that one on himself. And Josh Young is there. He makes the catch. What a horrible swing by Jose Altuve. Mr. President, you just gave you a big shout out on our community tab. Might want to check it out. Where is that? Is it on your Twitter? Can you show it to me? Can you at least quote it? No, there's no relegation in my league. My league is not big enough for that. And that is a strike for Brantley. Mr. President, sure. Now here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. At 881. And in case if anyone hasn't done so, hit the donations on there. Donate it as you will to help grow this channel. Just go to the super chats and you can do it yourself. Now we're looking at an 0-2 count so far. And here is the pitch. Ground ball foul. I guess I would be relegated in yours, wouldn't I? Let's try to get to 885 subs by the end of this show. Now we're looking at the 0-2 pitch. And here is the pitch. And that is outside for ball 1. 1-2 for Brantley so far. And now I'm at 882. It just keeps on going. I wish there was a live way to have a track on it. That'd be kind of cool if there was some way. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And now we've got 2 down for the Astros. And the Astros are just struggling to come up with any kind of runs, as Isvaldi is just getting stronger and stronger. 882. Help me get to 885 by the end of this show. It's been quite the grind so far. I am there for the watch hours already. Just got to get there for the subs. And that's going to be a ball. It just keeps on going. And now here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. $882. I mean, just 24 hours ago, it's like at 59 somewhere. And here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. 3-0 to count for Bregman. Yordan Alvarez is on deck. He'd be up if Bregman can prolong this inning. Now here's the pitch. And that was in there for a strike. He tried to red light it, but it did not work out for him. And now we are looking at a 3-1 count. And here's the 3-1. And that is popped up, and he just keeps getting jammed up. The catcher is there. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. And once again, no runs for the Houston Astros, and the Texas Rangers are going into the top of the 6th inning.
Hey kids, today we're gonna get an inside look at new Eggo waffles.
All the stuff you love on your Eggo waffle is inside your Eggo waffle.
Look, luscious strawberry filling.
Whoa!
Ah! Look at those choppers.
Aren't they beauts?
New strawberry Eggo waffles, part of this complete breakfast. Tomorrow we'll explore maple Eggo waffles.
At Circuit City, the big names you want are all under one roof, all at unbeatable low prices. Plus, get your choice of 0% interest for 12 months on any computer or 10% off any computer. Like this Packard Bell 486SX33 with monitor, just $1099.94 with 0% or $989.95 after 10% off. And this Magnavox 25-inch TV is just $277.97.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
They don't want us. They want my pebble. Hey!
To fruitiness and beyond. Roast Fruity Pebbles cereal, part of this good breakfast.
You gotta get us home. I did it, Bon.
You sure did.
Only you can put us together with this free scrambler.
I think you've lost your head.
One Stone Age scrambler free in each month box of pebbles.
We'd give you a hand if we could.
This is Brett.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Just watching the market recap, drinking an import.
That is correct. That is correct.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hey, Brett, who's that?
Hey, Chad, pick up the cordless.
Chad here.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
Well, thanks for asking. I'm doing fine. Just got in today. My brother-in-law picked me up at the airport. Mighty big airport y'all got here. And the people here are so nice.
You want a beer?
I want a bud.
How you doing?
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 I'm doing fine. I just got here today. My brother-in-law picked me up at the airport, and the people sure are nice.
Nice people.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I just got here. My brother-in-law came and picked me up from the airport. It's a mighty big airport.
And we are back from the break. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike for Garcia. And of course, he's going to get the boos. We got Phil. He's been now in the game. Here's the pitch. And here is a fly ball to deep right field. And that is gone. It looks like it's a home run. And is it a home run? I thought it'd be a home run. It looked like a home run, and that looked fair to me. I think it's foul. Wow. I thought it was fair for sure. Yep, that was barely foul. It was just a bad angle. Now I'm at 883 subs. Help me get to 885 by the end of this show, as my videos have just been fire lately. Even my Browns video that I just did out of random actually did some things. And it's still going. And now here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. So I think I'm going to do a Houston post-game show and a Seahawks post-game show. And now here is Garcia, the pitch. And that is a foul ball. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll slap together some no, there's not much I'm gonna slap together like some Houston Astros Mariners long form video. No, Houston Astros Texas Rangers highlight video. Now here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there down goes Garcia. And now we've got one down in the bottom of the top of the 6th inning. $883 subscribers. Help me get to 885. Would be great to get to 900, preferably by the end of this show. Who knows? With the pace that I'm going, I was at 774 just an hour ago, and then I just racked up 9. Let's keep it going, shall we? And now here is the pitch, and that is popped up to center field, and that is caught, and that's going to be 2 outs for the Texas Rangers. And we got 2 outs, and here's the pitch. And that is a ground ball right to Pena, and he will go to the bag, and that will retire the side. And we got Alvarez, Abreu, and Tucker next up to bat.
Hi, Billy Mays here for Mighty Putty. The easy way to fix, fill, and seal virtually anything fast and make it last. Mighty Putty is not a glue, but a super-powered epoxy that you can mold to any shape and apply directly to most any surface for an everlasting bond. Ordinary epoxies are a mixing mess. With Mighty Putty, you just cut like dough, simply need to activate, apply, and let dry. It has the muscle to support up to 350 pounds. Rebuild a damaged tool to work like new, or make car repairs and save money. Drills, bolts, and screws can ruin your projects. With Mighty Putty, you just cut, activate, and apply. Here's something you can't do with glue. Mighty Putty seals leaks instantly. Use it on pipes and faucets for a permanent seal. As you need, it activates, turning from green to white to show it's ready to hold on tight. It has the strength to pull this fully loaded 80,000-pound tractor trailer. Now that's the power of Mighty Putty. Whether it's tile to wood, metal to glass, any job, big or small, Mighty Putty repairs them all. Fill cracks in ceilings, walls, and floors. Mold it to furniture, sand and paint for a seamless repair. And it's ideal for all your crafting projects. There's nothing you can't do with Mighty Putty. Call now and we'll send you 2 powerful sticks of Mighty Putty for only $19.99. But through this exclusive TV offer, we'll double it and send you 2 more sticks free. Mighty Putty will pay for itself the very first time. But I'm not done yet. Call right now and I'll triple the offer and send you 6 sticks of Mighty Putty for the same low price of $19.99. Order now.
Spend the weekend in the city and take home big buys at Circuit City's Memorial Day weekend. Like this VCR with remote, just $144.97. This Toshiba car CD player, now $199.97. This Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerator, only $377.97. And get your choice from Sony, this CD boombox or this portable CD player, now $114.97 each.
Welcome to Circuit City. Best services, state of the art.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat.
And now we are back from the break. And that was Yordan Alvarez who just got a base hit. Second hit of the day for Yordan. It was a nice hit by Yordan Alvarez. And now here is Abreu, who is now 0 for 2. And here's the pitch. And that is low for a ball. Jose Abreu is now 0 for 2. I already said that. 4 for 21 in this series with a home run with 4 RBIs. Alvarez hanging there at first, taking the lead. Here's the pitch, and here is a ground ball, and that is going to go right through for a base hit. And Alvarez, is he going to go to third base? Nope, he's going to stay at second. I thought he might have had a chance. What is your league operational format? It is ESPN. I do PPR. It's a 12-team league. It's a fun league. It's been around since 2013. This is actually the 10th anniversary since the league has begun. And that was a nice hit. So maybe there is a chance for the Astros to really get it going. And now we got Eovaldi. He has 76 pitches in there. We got some activity in the bullpen for the Texas Rangers. And it looks like they're trying to bunt, and that was a horrible bunt. And that will go sailing foul. It's 3-1 Texas Rangers. We're at bottom of the 6th. 0-1. And here's the pitch. And that is a check swing. Looks like it could be double play, but nope, it will not be a double play ball. But it does advance Alvarez to third base at least. So in some ways, that was somewhat of a sacrifice bunt. They're showing the scoring summary. It was Yordan Alvarez, then it was Mitch Garver, and then Yona Heim. Alvarez hanging there at third base. And here's the pitch. Check swing. He did go through. Dubon with a terrible swing. And now he is 0 for 2 so far. That was a horrible swing. You want the Astros to win, right? Well, not for today. I want the Texas Rangers to win so I can have another game to cover. So, yeah, I'm all in for the ratings. So I'm cheering for the Rangers on this one, unfortunately. But overall, series-wise, I'm cheering for the Astros. Just want another game so I can keep grinding out all these shorts and all these videos out so I can get to that magic number of 1,000. Now, here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Wonder where I'm at in subscribers for this month. Then 102. Pink hand waving. What up? Get those ratings. Yep, get those ratings. Get me those donations. Get me the views. Get me the subs. Let's make it happen, everyone. I'm at 883. Had 102 this month. 102 subscribers this month, and I'm still counting. I still have another week to go. And here's the pitch. And here is a fly ball to right field. This will score in a run. And Yordan Alvarez is going to score on a sacrifice fly. And it is now 3-2, and Texas is now within 1. Good hit going into right field. Scoring in Yordan Alvarez. Now it's a 1-run game. I'm just taking these notes. This is what I do. Now I use paper. It's very useful. See, this is the shorts I'll be making. I'll be making these are the long form videos I'm going to make. I got a lot of work to do. Any Astros been thrown out yet? No. And I will say it. Oh, never mind. Game 7 might get you 900 subs. Let's get me to 1,000 subs, shall we? But yeah, 900 could make it possible. Right now I'm at 883. Here's the pitch. Here is the ground ball right to Seager, the second, and that will end the inning. And that will retire the side. And now 3-2. And now let's get to the commercials.
Showing up to the
I'd like to redeem my credit card miles. No.
Okay. Oh, Chubsy, come on. The answer's always
No!
that's right. I'm not hearing it.
No! No! No!
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One No Hassle Rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
I should have worked at Capital One!
What's in your wallet?
No!
Circuit City is going out of business. Save as much as 30% off our entire $1.8 billion inventory. This is the largest consumer electronics total liquidation in history. While quantities last, get ready for the big game with discounts on your dream HD TV. This is a sale of epic proportions with discounts on everything, including all home audio video, computers, digital cameras, portable electronics, and more. All 567 stores are closing. Save as much as 30% off everything during the Circuit City going out of business sale.
What do you do for stains detergent can leave behind? Well, Maytag and Whirlpool recommend OxyClean because it gets out the spills, the spots and splatters, whether they're ground in, smeared on, or dried up, it doesn't matter. That's the power of OxyClean.
Stuart, can I see you in my office, please?
That kid is sick. That hinge is squeaky. Very sick.
Stuart, get in here.
Sure thing, Mr. P.
Stuart, I just opened my Ameritrade account.
Let's light this candle. Let's go to Ameritrade.com. It's easier than falling in love. What do you feel like buying today, Mr. P?
Kmart.
So research it. All this stuff is provided for you free of charge.
No cost.
Yeah, that's synonymous with free.
Looks like a good stock.
Let's buy.
Let's buy 100 shares.
All right, click it in there.
Okay.
How about 500?
100, Stuart.
Feel the excitement? You're about to buy a stock
Okay.
online.
Oh! Fabulous. I'm thrilled. What did that cost me?
$8, my man.
Mike Broker charges me $200 for this.
Riding the wave of the future, my man. I gotta get a soda.
All right.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Wait a
P.
minute.
Having a party on Saturday night. If you really want to go,
I'm going to try and get there. Thank
happy
you, Stuart.
trading.
Thank you.
Rock on.
All right, Stuart.
Ameritrade. Believe in yourself.
Hi, I'd like to redeem my credit card miles. Someplace warm? No. But I'm in.
Very good news on open field. Cadillac Blake's office. Hello?
What's that?
Yo, who's that? Yo, it's D.
True.
Hello? Yo, it's T.
True.
And now we are back from the break, and we've got Hector Narcisse, and there goes to Abreu, and he's got it. And if you remember, Hector Narcisse was known for his controversy with Julio Rodriguez. He was accused of saying some words against the homosexuals, and he really did get a lot of flack for it. He at least got fined by the league for it. What a time that was. But that trash talking really did work. It worked very well. Now here is Josh Young, and that is outside for a ball. You got a 1-0 count for Josh Young. He grounded into a double play earlier, and he has struck out, so not a good game for him. And now here is the 1-0 pitch on the way. And that is down low for a ball once again. Got a 2-0 count so far. Now here's the pitch. And that is low for ball 3, and Hector Nardes is not looking good so far. And that is ball 4. Take your base. And shall I do this once again?
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Yep, that sounds about right. And now we're at 3-2 so far. It's been an intense game for both sides. And now here is the pitch to Taveras. And here is a pop-up to the shortstop or left field. Pena is there. He makes the catch, and now we've got 2 down so far. So far, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to keep jinxing it. Help me get to 885. Someone out there has got to be a postin'. Here's Marcus Semien. He is now 0 for 1, batting for 3 for 22. And here is the throw to first, and it is not in time. That was Josh Young. We got 2 outs so far. Marcus Semien. And now here is the throw to first, and it's still not in time. He's trying to keep Josh Young in line so far. Now here's the 1-0 pitch. And that is a strike. Was outside the strike zone, but he got away with it. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Hector Nardes. 9 pitches so far in the 7th inning. Now here is the pitch. And here is a line drive, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And now we got men on first and second, but there is 2 outs. But the Texas Rangers are threatening once again. Rangers are trying to make sure that they can force a Game 7. Now, let me tell you this. One of the last times, a very notable time, was when, here's something interesting that happened. So it was the 2019 World Series. Houston Astros dropped their first 2 games. Then they won their 3 games in Washington. They just had to win 1 more game to clinch the World Series. And then they dropped the last 2. And now this is where it feels like where the fate could be, where you won all your road games and then you lost all your home games. So it sounds like it's a home field disadvantage, if you tell me. And now we're looking at 3-2 Texas so far. Hector Nardes is looking at 3-2 so far. And here is Corey Seager, and Nardes is trying to keep Josh Young in line. Let me take a look at Josh Young's numbers. Here's the pitch, and that is just foul. And Josh Young, he's not really known for getting stolen bases. He's been caught stealing 3 times. Josh Young became an all-star this season. And we're looking at, here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is a ball. And that's going to be a 1-1 count. And look at that. I am now at 885 subscribers. Let's get to 890, shall we? By the end of this show. It's probably through my YouTube shorts, but hey, my YouTube shorts really are generating very well. Looking at right there. 885. And now here is the 2-1 pitch. And there is, right off of Abreu, but he's got it. The throw to first, and it's in time. And Nardis is really showing that passion. He just spiked the ball. Did he get thrown out for that? He really showed his passion. Just taking a look at it. And Nardis, he barely got it. And he just spiked that ball in just complete passion.
Good night.
Good night.
I forgot my phone.
Want to get away?
Oh.
Now you can. Low fares, no hidden fees.
You don't want us. They want my pebbles. Hey! and beyond. Those three pebble cereal, part of this good breakfast.
Now for Pebbles, you can bowl for free. Certificate for one free bowling game on each marked box of Post Pebble cereal.
Hold on to your eyeballs and get ready to rip into a whole new fist-in-your-face reality as Mortal Kombat 3 bashes its way into the R zone.
Use the backbreaker. Awesome.
You will meet all your enemies
Brain chop.
in this startling new dimension
They're right in my face.
in the R zone.
Here comes Wolf.
Mortal Kombat 3 lives in the R zone.
A lot of industry experts told us that the passenger side was the best place to add a third door. We got still more advice insisting that the driver's side was the only logical choice. But as you can see, we let it all go right in one ear and out the other. Introducing the new Dodge Ram Quad Cab. The rules have changed.
Congratulations! You launched the pink slip virus. Your office is now infected. They'll soon trace it back to you. Good luck finding a new job. Congratulations!
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 when you purchase by May 24th.
You are now free to move about the country.
General, there's been a breach. We need your password so we can lock.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, back on your feet after all that work.
And now we are back from the break. Looks like tomorrow we've got Game 6, Diamondbacks and Phillies, and Game 7, Rangers and the Astros. We'll see how it goes. The Phillies are trying to get it done, and Phillies have surprisingly snuck through into the, and now they're on the brink of the World Series. You added Puck Ji-sung to the Queen Park Rangers shirt to Mike. Yep, that was like in his last days of soccer. I remember when the Korean coach Hong Myung-bol tried to get him to play for the 2014 World Cup, and Puck Ji-sung was like, no. He was done. And here is Martin Maldonado. And here is the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. He is now 0 for 1 so far. He was hit by the pitch in the 5th inning. And we got activity in the bullpen once again for the Rangers. Here's the pitch. And here is a fly ball. Nope. That's going to go right to Evan Carter. And now we've got one down so far. And now we've got Jose Altuve up to bat. Bruce Bochy being shown on the camera. And let's see if Jose Altuve could be the hero here in the bottom of the 7th inning. I'm at 885. Help me get to 890 by the end of the show. And here is the 3-2 pitch. And that is outside for a ball. I think I was at 774 just an hour ago. And here's the pitch. And here's a fly ball hooking foul. I think the standing thing is making me do better. I feel better doing it this way. I'm going to try something. Alexa, turn the lights blue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. And now here is the pitch to Altuve. And that is outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. And now here's the 2-1 pitch. And here is a line drive. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Jose Altuve gets on base. And now there is one out, but Jose Altuve is on base, giving the opportunity for the Astros to score some runs. Good hit by Altuve on that one. And Eovaldi and looks like Bruce Bochy has seen enough, as Eovaldi has had 88 pitches so far, but he is going to pull him out for the bullpen. I wonder if that will bite them in the butt. And that's going to call for a commercial break on this one, I think. Yep, they're going to pull him out. Eovaldi did pitch very well, but he was only on 88 pitches. I'm thinking that he should have been trusted to stay on that one, but I guess they were threatening in innings past. So I guess they just want to see if a fresh set of arm can take them out. Now we're back to the commercial break. Actually, no, I'm going to stay on course on this one, except I will show this ad.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And yep, they're showing some watermelon commercials. Whatever that is. I have no idea what that commercial's about. Must be about some VR thing. It's really weird. And now we are back from the break as Nathan Eovaldi. He is up. Got Josh Bors. Opponents are now 0 for 10 against him with runners on. So that's why Bruce Bochy did what he did to put his trust in him. And now here's the pitch, and that is a ball. Pak Ji-sung retired at PSV in the Netherlands. Queen Park Rangers was his penultimate destination. Yeah, that sounds about right. And here's Michael Brantley. Yeah, it was his penultimate. Yep. After Manchester, because his contract went until 2012 with Manchester United, and then he was just gone. Michael Brantley is now 0 for 1. I think he has a walk earlier. 2-0 count. Eovaldi is just pacing, just hoping to get out of this inning. Putting their trust in the bullpen. Here's the pitch, and that is a foul ball on a four-seam fastball. $885 subscribers so far. Help me get to 890. And now we're looking at the 2-1 count. And now here is the pitch. And that is a strike. Just barely. Eovaldi is happy about that. It's now a 2-2 for Michael Brantley. Dusty Baker is just feeling it. He's feeling a little bit nervous on that one. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. And here is a ground ball, could be double play ball. The throw to second and the throw to first, and it is in time. What a double play by the Texas Rangers, and they just narrowly escaped. And now they go to the top of the 8th inning, and it is still 3-2 Texas Rangers. Great play by Simeon and a beautiful throw by Corey Seager. And Eovaldi with that emotion says it all. What a double play to just get out of that one. Man, Houston, Jeffrey Giordano. Good luck, Astros. Yeah, I mean, except I'm not the Astros fan. I do prefer them to win over the Rangers, but I still want the Rangers to win to force a Game 7 just so I can get some ratings. And Jeffrey, in case you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. You might have, I'm not sure, but just hit that button when you can. Unless you've already done it, then you're off the hook. And after that, you just make some donations for my channel. And now I'm at 886. I assume that was you, Jeffrey, so thank you very much for the subscription. 886 subscribers. Getting close to 890. What an inning this has been, or a game this has been so far. 3-2. And I'll show this again.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
And we are officially back from the break. And we've got top of the 8th inning. We've got Adolis Garcia on deck. We got Evan Carter. I don't think that's Garcia, but we'll see. Here's Evan Carter up to bat, and here's the pitch. And that is up high for a ball. Brian Abreu, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits. And now here is the pitch. And that is a foul ball. And now here's the pitch again. And that is a check swing right to Pena's got some ground to make up. The throw to first, and it's in time. Wow. Maybe Bruce Bochy might want to challenge on this one. That one looked very questionable. I think Bruce Bochy might challenge this. Or I think they're going to go for a review. That one was very reviewable. Oh, yeah, he is safe. No doubt about it. Yep, he's safe. That's probably the easiest. Yep, they're going to call him safe on that one for sure. I don't even think... Oh, Texas actually challenging. But yeah, easy challenge, I must say. But yeah, Garcia hit that home run. And then he got hit. Here's Garcia. And now here is... Oh, time has been called. Yep, the fans are really getting after it. They really do not like Garcia because he arguably got a man suspended. And he was the one that did provoke the fighting. He did not have to be a part of it. In-N-Out Burger, 75 years, 1948 to 2023. I did have In-N-Out Burger, so in some ways I did celebrate its 75th anniversary. Hannah, who is the Scott Service in the American League or in the Premier League? Tell me about that one. Adolis Garcia, who's been really good against Brian Abreu in his career. And now here's the pitch, and that is outside for a ball. Yep, there was an appeal. So this is the first matchup since that altercation. Here's the pitch, and the swing and a miss, and the throw to second, and it is clearly not in time. So Garcia is looking to get some revenge on Abreu, and this is his opportunity to do it. And what a great jump that was for the Texas Rangers on that one. Great run by Evan Carter. Top of the 8th inning, and it's a 1-2 for Garcia. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Abreu strikes out Garcia. In some ways, that was some kind of sweet revenge. What a strikeout by Abreu, getting out Garcia. And the fans are really excited about that one. And now we got one out. And here is Mitch Garver, who did hit that home run previously. Man, I have a lot of shorts to work with. No freaking kidding. And now here's the 1-0. And that is a strike. Got away with that call for the pitcher. Still at 886 subscribers so far. And now here's the 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And it's going to be a 2-1 count. I think I might start putting out my shorts like at 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. because I have a lot of shorts to work with. How many do I have so far? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. And here's the pitch. And that is low for a ball. 3-1 the count. Now, if the Astros win, I can just spread them out in normal terms, but I may be doing it every hour, but I don't know. We'll see. And now here's the 3-1 pitch. And here is a line drive to left field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And that is going to score in the run for Evan Carter. And now the Texas Rangers have increased their lead by 2 by an RBI double by Mitch Garver. And it looks like that is great insurance for the Texas Rangers, as they do need it against the Astros. And it looks like Mitch Garver is going to be pulled out of the game for a pinch runner. And that was not right down the line, but it did go. That was a line drive worthy enough. It is now 4-2. Top of the 8th inning, 1 out. Janikowski. And man, you guys are giving me a lot to work with. And now here is Jonah Heim. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Abreu with that big fastball. Well, the hitting did not happen. He struck out. Now here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. Now here's the 1-1. And that is popped up and fouled. Man, I might start doing some definitely have an 8 p.m. short coming, and I'm definitely going to do a 10 p.m. It's probably going to be the end of the game is what I'm going to do, and everything else is going to be highlights throughout. Top of the 8th. It's a 1-2 count for Jonah Heim. And now here is the 1-2 pitch, and that is foul ball. We are looking at 4-2 so far. It's a 1-2 count for Jonah Heim. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And here is a fly ball. And that might bloop in trouble. And that is a catch. And good catch. And that's going to be 2 outs. It's a sliding catching effort. I've got 9 shorts. Looking forward to do them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually 10. Let's make it 10 videos. 10 little shorts are going to happen. Yeah, I might get rid of one of them. I don't think it's that necessary. Now here is the pitch. And that is a foul ball for Lowe. Along with my Seahawks videos I haven't even done yet either. I have one more Seahawk to do. It's just going to be a sack. Nathaniel Lowe is now 1 for 3, single in the second. And now here is the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And now they have a chance to end this inning. The fans are really getting after it. They're waving those towels. It is now an 0-2 count for Lowe. Abreu working on pitch number 19. He's going to be on pitch 20 after this one. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the side. But the Texas Rangers score one more on that one. And now the score is 4-2 Texas.
Hey, back on your feet after all that work you missed.
Yeah, good thing my supplemental insurance kicked in.
Something what?
Aflac. Well, even the best health insurance doesn't give you cash to cover things like lost pay or other expenses. This does.
What does?
Aflac. Oh, sorry, buddy. What? Anyway, ask about it at work.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Ask about what? Aflac!
I'd like to redeem my credit card miles.
Yeah, no.
All you ever say is no.
And yet you keep calling.
That's it. I'm coming to find you. I am tired of no.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my bright yellow shirt.
You're going down. Ah!
Go from no to no hassle with Capital One No Hassle Rewards. There are no blackout dates on any airline, anytime.
What's in your wallet?
Rated M for mature.
Push it, click it, press it, flick it, tune it in, turn it on. This is what you watch it on. Any way you work it, integrate your circuit at the city. Circuit City.
Come to the place you're welcome. Technology with a heart. Welcome to Circuit.
Whoa. And now we are back from the break. And good night, Jeffrey. We got Alex Bregman, who is 0 for 3, but still an opportunity for the Texas Rangers to get something done. And now here is the 2-0 pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Houston Astros really would like to finish up this game so they can get some well-rested, some kind of rest before the World Series if they are to make it. Texas Rangers are hanging on to a 4-2 lead. And now we're looking at a 2-1 count. And now here is the 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. And that's going to be 3-1 for Bregman. I think at this point he would certainly take a walk on this one. I would. And now here's the 3-1 pitch. And that is a strike. And Bregman thought that was a ball. So that's going to be a 3-2. He calls for time on that one as he was really surprised about that call. Yep, the umpire really did fall for it. Yeah, Bregman just completely disagreed on that. And now here is the 3-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball 4.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
And he did get on base on that one. It looks like we have a pitching coach coming out. And now it's Yordan Alvarez. He is going to be up to bat. Some activity in the bullpen. We got Leclerc. He is warming up in the pen. Tottenham tomorrow at 12 p.m. I wonder if Sonungmin's going to play, considering that he had to play a week earlier against Vietnam, which he really shouldn't have played that game. I was heavily against that. As a Korean, shouldn't have happened. And now we're looking at the bottom of the 8th. No outs. Who's your daddy? Is now up to the plate. Yordan Alvarez is 1 for 7 against Josh. He does have a home run at least out of it. And now here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Oh, wow. Fulham is also owned by the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Didn't know that. And now here is the 0-1 pitch. And that is slightly outside for a strike. If you can get Yordan Alvarez out, that is more than a wild success. Dusty Baker is having a little toothpick in his thing, as he likes to do that. And now here is the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Yordan Alvarez goes down and strikes. What a pitch by Boers. And Yordan Alvarez looked very frustrated on that one. And here's the pitch to Abreu. And that's going to be just outside for a ball. We're looking at a 1-0 count so far. Jose Abreu is 1 for 3 in this series, a single in the 6th. And now here's the pitch. And here is a line drive, and that's going to go for a base hit, and that's going to advance the runner. Now there's Bregman at second base, and Abreu gets there at first base with that pine tar helmet of his. Yep, I expected Sonungmin to play, which is why Korea shouldn't have played him. He really shouldn't have played that one. And now here's Kyle Tucker, who has an opportunity to take the lead for the Houston Astros. And what a moment it would be for Kyle Tucker and the Houston Astros if he can hit a home run on this one, or at least tie this game. Kyle Tucker is now 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a foul out, and a fielder's choice. He has struggled throughout this entire series, and Bruce Bochy has seen enough. He is going to pull out the man, and it looks like they're going to call to the bullpen once again. Just crazy to think that when I started this show, I was just at 874. No, I mean, here's the thing. For the World Cup qualifiers, I would say for the first round, don't play him. Because you're playing against teams where you're pretty much guaranteed at least to score 3 goals. But they always keep wasting him in friendlies, which I don't like at all. They really shouldn't be playing him. Yeah, it was a friendly against Vietnam. Vietnam! Or it's Vietnam. Out of all teams, they made him play against Vietnam? He should have not been playing that game. Some NFL games. We got Rams versus Cowboys, Vikings versus Packers, Eagles versus Commanders, Skins, Texans versus Panthers, and Saints versus Colts, and then Browns versus Seahawks. And now we got Jose Leclerc. He has 3 for 4 in save opportunities. He has 8 strikeouts. This is during his postseason appearance. And now here is Kyle Tucker to be the hero. And that is low for a ball. And now here we're looking at Leclerc, bottom of the 8th. And here is the pitch. And that is low for ball 2. And Leclerc is not looking good. I think what I could see happen, they're going to play Chapman, and he's completely just going to blow it. I could see that happening. Like he did before when he was with the Yankees. And now here's the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. 3-0 for Leclerc. And maybe Bruce Bochy might just knee-jerk react. Maybe put in Chapman if he's warming up. Dubon is on deck. This is the opportunity for Kyle Tucker. And here is the pitch. And that is a strike. And immediately, well, crowd's still going. Kyle Tucker 0 for 3. Has an opportunity to really help the Astros get some runs in. And now here's the pitch. And that is ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Wow. And now they're going to get the pitching coach to talk to Leclerc, and Leclerc is not looking good. He only got 1 strike on that at-bat alone. You got Chapman in the bullpen. You're done. The fact you're burning through your bullpen, yep, you're done, buddy. Just like a dumb bunny, I must say. And we got Dubon with the bases loaded. If Chapman comes in, the game and the series. If Chapman comes in, the game and the series to Houston, that could actually be a possibility. I hope Bochy does not play. He should not even be playing Chapman. Chapman shouldn't even be on the team. And now Leclerc is looking to redeem himself. And now here's Dubon, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Mauricio Dubon, he had a sac fly and an RBI in the 6th. And now it's a 0-1. And here is the 0-1 pitch to Dubon. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that's 0-2 already. I don't know. This is not looking good. Then you got Jeremy Pena, who's 0 for 3. So you got the bottom of the lineup not looking good for Houston. And now here is the pitch. And here is a line drive caught by Seager. And now it's going to be 2 outs. And now you got Jeremy Pena, who was up to bat. But Pena has not been great this season at all. Let me look at his stats and see how he has been doing. Jeremy Pena has only had 10 home runs. He really had a down year this season compared to his rookie year where he hit 22 home runs. He played even more games and struggled mightily. And his on-base percentage was just dreadful. And they're actually doing a pinch hitter. It's going to be John Singleton. This is his chance to maybe be the hero, but I don't know. I'm not feeling good about this for the Houston Astros. Leclerc is working on a bases-loaded jam. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. And now here's the pitch. And that is outside for a ball for Singleton. Jose Altuve is in the hole. You got Maldonado on deck. And here is the 1-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. It's bottom of the 8th inning. It's 1-1. And here's the pitch. And here's a line drive and foul. It's going to be strike 2. An opportunity for Leclerc to get out of this inning, get out of this jam, and go into the top of the 9th inning with at least the offense an opportunity to provide any kind of runs insurance. Bottom of the 8th. And now we're looking at a 1-2. And here is the pitch. And that is a ball. 2-2. Just barely missed it. And now here's the 2-2. And that is outside for ball 3. 3-2 to count. Bottom of the 8th. 3-2. 2 outs. And now here is the 3-2 pitch. And fouled again by Singleton. They purely went with this one for matchup purposes. They couldn't trust Jeremy Pena in this kind of situation. We're at the bottom of the 8th. Once again, it's a 3-2 count. Texas is barely hanging on to life on this one. And here is the 3-2 pitch. And that is popped up and once again foul. 15 pitches in for Leclerc. He is just barely hanging on to this. And now we're looking at a 3-2 count. 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the side. The Texas Rangers get out of a bases-loaded jam. And what passion showed by Leclerc. What a pitch by him to get out of the inning on a 3-2 count. And we will go into commercial break. Gets out of a jam. Unbelievable.
Push it, click it, press it, flick it, tune it in, turn it on. This is what you watch it on. Any way you work it, integrate your circuit at the city. Circuit City.
Come to the place you're welcome. Technology with a heart. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
The future at your fingertips with all the right connections. Punch a key and you can see the new video directions. We can turn your car into an audio star. We're the one you want for the way you are.
At Circuit City, trained sales counselors are one of the reasons we get higher customer satisfaction ratings than any other specialty home electronics and appliance chain.
A gadget and a gizmo for electric machismo. Some amplitude for the radical dude. We're tuned into your attitude.
Come to the place you're welcome. Technology with a heart. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
There's no fuzz on this, Eagle.
Donovan shaves with chunky soup. God! No.
Mom, we're making a commercial here.
Donovan, chunky beef with country vegetables now has more beef. More lean beef to fill you up right.
More is good.
Mama, you can fill him up right after I fill him up right. Eat your chunky, baby.
The Campbell's Chunky Beef Foursome. Now with more beef.
2 days on a train with Fruity Tricks cereal. And 2 Color Tricks yogurt.
Tricks. I wonder where they're going. Tricks convention? I'll disguise myself and take all the tricks. They'll never get me. Will you? Tickets, please. Coming through. Tricks here. Who's driving this locomotive? Oh, me.
Those guys look weird. Who cares? We have a train full of tricks. Had a train full of tricks. My tricks. Gone. Aha! One of them must be the rabbit.
Is it the baggage guy, engineer, or someone else? Now you can think.
And we are back from the break, and now it's Rafael Montero who is on the mound. And here's the pitch. And that is upstairs for a ball. Houston's really running out of time. And Jeremy Pena obviously is replaced. And here's the pitch to Josh Young. And that is in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Singleton's really thinking about his strikeout. He really wished he could have that opportunity back. And now here's the 1-1. And that is outside for a ball. Top of the ninth. It's a 2-1 count. And now here is Montero. And here is the pitch. And that is a foul ball. 2-2 to count. And here's the pitch once again. And that is a ball. Ball 3, 3-2. And now here is the 3-2 pitch. And that's a foul ball again. 3-2 count still. Maybe Chapman has a chance to get an opportunity. Houston would really love him again. Leclerc is really thinking about that inning. And here's the 3-2 pitch to Josh Young. And that is a foul ball. Intense game, to say the least. PLM says being arranged. And here is the pitch. And that's a foul again. PLM, being a Rangers fan is bad for my mental health. And PLM, I don't think I've seen you. I think this is the first time we've met, but nice to meet you. And in case you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. And now here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Oh, no, it's foul ball. Sorry, foul ball. And now we're looking at a 3-2 count. And here is the pitch. Outside for ball 4. Josh Young gets on the board with a walk.
Why do you like him?
Because he gets on base.
Here is Leody Taveras. Now here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. $886. I'm tired of saying it. And now here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ground ball to Altuve. Oh, he bobbled the ball. And now everyone is safe. That could be a little backbreaker on that one. Yeah, took a bad hop on that one. At least could have got the man out at first base. But it does not happen. $886 subscribers so far. Help me get to 890. And now we got Marcus Semien up to bat. Six for 13 in this series, or against Montero at least. And here is the pitch, and that is up high for a ball. Marcus Semien is now 1 for 2. Montero already at 13 pitches. This seems to be the Montero that I remember from the 2021 Mariners. Now here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Intense game to say the least. 1 for 2 with 2 walks and a single. Struggled this series though. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball for Montero. And now we're looking at a 1-2 count. And here's the pitch. And foul back again. Hannah, is that also the Rams games as well? Or is it just the Chargers games? Now we're looking at a 1-2 count. And here is the pitch. Up high for a ball. 2-2. On deck will be Corey Seager. Marcus Semien trying to help extend this inning and the game. And here it is. And that is a foul ball again. They're really putting work on Montero. And now here is the 2-2 pitch. Semien fouls it again. Montero. And here's the 2-2 pitch. And here is a line drive base hit, and that could get another run in there. But nope, Josh Young's going to stay there. Oh boy, the bases are loaded with no outs, and Texas has an opportunity to really put this game to bed. And now we got Dusty Baker coming out, and I think that's going to be it. Yep, that is absolutely going to be it. And we'll go into commercial break.
Figure out who done it by matching Trix Yogurt's clue stickers with Trix Cereal's game board. Both part of this good breakfast. Can you solve the Trix train robbery?
Or we're out of tricks.
Have you solved the Trix train robbery?
Who stole the tricks?
Not me.
It's one of you. Remember those great flavors.
I can almost taste Trix Yogurt's 2 fun colors and Trix Cereal's fruity shapes. All aboard!
It's the ticket lady.
Uh-oh. My cereal, my yogurt.
Our tricks.
Back again, and part of this good breakfast.
Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
I thought I was on the right track for Trix.
Is it me? Is it you?
No.
Yes, who?
You get to, that's a mystery. Zip doesn't have red hair.
Nope. I'm history.
But I'm still here.
Can you get to with the clues that tell? Zip doesn't have a beard. No.
Farewell.
Can you get to till you have your clues? Zip doesn't wear glasses. No.
Oh, I see it's not you.
Me neither.
Can you get to? I know, it's David. I win. Let's play again. Can you get to? Runs in the clues.
Game cards do not actually talk.
Sorry, I got that receipt in here somewhere. Driver's license, bus transfer, $1 off fish sticks.
Actually?
Floss. Just in case. Movie stub, mint.
Actually, we keep everything right here, just in case.
Right. Just in case.
People lose stuff. That's why we can store purchase and warranty information automatically, so you won't have to search anymore. Circuit City, we're with you.
Floss. Who flosses anyway?
I floss.
I floss too.
Hey, sports fans, what a day in the world of wild card football. I'm Chris Berman, and let's get to it with the fastest highlights in sports. Twisters, stonewalls, bumper thumpers, UFOs, oh my. And this was just the tip of the action today. Team Mahomes took on Team Allen, and boy, what a matchup it was. Just when Team Mahomes thought they had the win, they were going to stroll into the end zone. A UFO comes out of nowhere.
And we are back from the break. It looks like we got Reen Stenik. He is up. And Corey Seager is up to bat. And just a reminder, the bases are loaded with absolutely no outs. And if the Astros fail to win, it's going to be a game 7. Corey Seager, 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. Oh, and it hit him. And that's going to bring in the run. And it's going to be 5-2 Texas as Corey Seager got hit. And hopefully he is okay. That did not look pretty at all. That went right to him. If I remember, that went right to his uppers. Yeah, that was a bad pitch. Oh, that did not look good. Hannah, which other football stadiums have you been to? I've only been to the Seahawks Stadium for a football game. Now here is Evan Carter. Still no outs. And here's the pitch. And that is a strike. I mean, it's safe to say you could have Chapman in this game, and it looks like it's not going to matter anymore. Bases are loaded with no outs. You got Seager at first base, and Evan Carter with an opportunity. Here's the pitch, and that is low for a ball. That nearly got past him, and now it's a 1-1. And now I'm back down to 885. Thanks, asshole, to the one who unsubscribed. Here's the pitch. And Carter fouls it. Looks like Chapman's not in the bullpen. It's going to be Heaney. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. And that is popped up and foul. Carter is now 1-2 count working on him. And now here is the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And now we've got one down. And if it was Biden, it's not a big loss. He probably figured who I really am. And now here is Garcia. Whoever unsub likes boys. I love that. That is so funny. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And now we're looking at 0-1 for Garcia. 0 for 4 so far. And here's the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. I think those two are the stars. Must have been Biden who unsubbed. Whoever unsubbed likes boys. Now here's the 1-1. And here is a fly ball to deep left field, and that is gone. That was absolutely drilled, and Garcia hits a grand slam home run to make it 9-2 Texas in their favor. That was just absolutely blasted, and looks like the Texas Rangers may have just won this game in a convincing fashion. The moment it just left the bat, it was gone. Garcia with a grand slam home run. Sleepy, you love to see it. We got the 12s. Hey, how's it going? If you haven't subbed, make up for that guy who unsubbed me. Still at 885. Help me get to 890 if you haven't subbed yet. And there's the pitch. Janikowski takes it for a ball. And you can just say that this game is pretty much just ended. Garcia couldn't have been any happier. And here's the pitch. And here's a fly ball to deep right field. And that is caught. What a catch by Tucker. He just completely redeemed himself on that one. Not this time, but that nearly just left the field on that one. Man, you Texas Rangers are really giving me a lot of work on shorts to make. Look at that. Look how much I have to make. Look at that. I like it. Keep giving me work. And now we've got 2 outs. Now here's Jonah Heim. And that is low for a ball. And here's the pitch. And that will hit the dirt, and that's going to be a ball. And here is a fly ball to right field, and that will do it. And yep, what a grand slam home run that was. And now we're going to commercial break.
Moves him back 30 yards. We better see that one more time. He's about to score, and then UFO abducts him, moves him back to where Team Allen makes the game-saving tackle. Team Allen wins it 30-24. Team Burrow took on Team Hurts, and this one was a defensive battle. Team Hurts with the brakes on Team Burrow with just an amazing defensive play. Bumper thumpers, oil pools, stone walls, and big tackles led Team Hurts to victory 14-3. Let's move out to the Sequoias, where Team Lawrence took on Team Cousins. This one was wild, no pun intended. Twister winds were blowing strong in this one. And it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up and runs it down to field goal range. Team Lawrence hits a last-second field goal past the laser beams. They win 31-28. Moving on to Team Wilson versus Team Herbert. Another wacky one here, folks. Playing in the UK, this one really lit up the scoreboard. Defenses on both sides were going up against invisible players. Players turning colossus, and some leaping up and slamming the defense right out of their way. Seemed like the offense on both teams were playing their cards perfectly. Look at Herbert, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Oof, oof, get off of him. Team Herbert wins it. Wild one, 51-48.
Looking for the perfect computer for back to school? Circuit City makes it simple. Right now at Circuit City, bring in any PC and get a free checkup, a $40 value. And save up to $320 on select desktops and notebooks after mail-in and instant savings. Like this HP Pavilion Notebook PC featuring Intel Centrino Duo mobile technology for just $849.99 after rebates. Circuit City.
And we are back from the break. And some passion by the Texas Rangers, especially when they hit that grand slam. Hey, Chris, how you doing? You're late to the show, but better late than never. I've been to Chapman a couple times, and it's mostly because of their tickets are GA $10, $15, huh? And if you guys can, throw some donations in there to help grow this channel, because I want to keep doing this for many years to go. And now we got Heaney, who is going to hopefully put this game away, as the Texas Rangers, they just completely just dominated this. And now here is the pitch. And here's a ground ball right to Corey Seager, the throw to first, and it's in time. I mean, it really just seems like that this game has pretty much just ended. Game has just completely gone out of control. It's 9-2. Jose Altuve is up to bat, and here is the pitch. Here's a ground ball right to Corey Seager once again, the throw to first, and it's in time. And now the Houston Astros are down to their final out. And after this, I'm going to, well, you know, I'm going to do a post-game show. Why not just post a long-form one on this one as well? And here's the pitch, and that is a strike. And here is the pitch, and here is a ground ball, and this will do it. And the Texas Rangers, being down 3-2 in the series, they have now forced a Game 7 of the American League Championship Series And the game will be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Remains to be seen if I will be there, but there's a pretty solid chance I will be there, so I'll keep you updated. And wow, what an absolute dominating fest by the Texas Rangers. 9-2. And now they have forced a Game 7. And look how much work that you guys gave me. Now I'm going to put in my... I may just... Wow. So I'm going to do a post-game show just for the sake of consistency. So let's get it going. And I will... First, let me set up everything. Meanwhile, the Eagles are dominating. But what a victory by the Texas Rangers. And now I'm going to do the countdown. And wow, just absolute, my goodness. The Texas Rangers just absolutely dominated the Houston Astros in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. Now they have forced a Game 7. Now, before I even get into this, hit that subscribe button as I have been trending quite a bit. Help me get to that 900, or at least 890 by the end of this video. But yeah, other than that, help me get to 900 and then that magic number of 1,000. Now let's just get in straight to the video. So the game just started with the Houston Astros taking a 1-0 lead with a Yordan Alvarez single scoring in Jose Altuve, who he did get on base immediately. And then the second inning, Mitch Garver hit a home run, which tied the game, and it happened right after commercial breaks. As soon as the commercials were over, the home run was hit. And then top of the fourth was Yona Heim with a home run, which was nearly robbed. It just was just by inches, but it did not happen. Maybe that Texas fan did distract him. And then Dubon hit a sacrifice fly to make it a 3-2 game. And then top of the eighth inning, Mitch Garver doubled to score an Evan Carter to make it 4-2. But however, in the bottom of the eighth inning, there was still a fantastic opportunity to, with the bases loaded for the Astros to win this game, to even at least take the lead. And it was Singleton. He did pinch hit for Jeremy Pena because you just couldn't trust him. And although the bases were loaded, you were at the bottom of the lineup. You did not have your Altuves or your Yordan Alvarez, so you were pretty much screwed. But it looked like there was still a chance with Leclerc, who did suffer that home run to Jose Altuve. But this time he got his revenge with a key strikeout to just not only end the inning, but to also just diminish the confidence of the Houston Astros. And then the top of the ninth inning was just an absolute disaster. Now, before I might correct myself, it was a seventh or eighth inning thing, but either way, it doesn't really matter. But here's what happened. First, the bases were loaded, and it happened so easily. And by Rafael Montero, who I do remember him sucking for the Mariners, and it seemed like the Mariners Montero just happened to exist on that one. Then Corey Seager, he got hit, which brought in the run. And then in the eventually so, and I just got to go back to it, Adolis Garcia hit the home run with a grand slam home run to pretty much put this game away. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, wow, he really did get revenge off of them after getting hit. And now It is a 3-3 series tie going into Game 7. And I guess I would say my thoughts on this was the offense just couldn't get it done. That's one of them for sure. And then the bullpen for the Astros was just a little bit off today. And Valdez, he was also terrible as well. So you got to put it on Valdez for not being able to close the game. But here's the thing. Valdez has been awful in the postseason. So I'm thinking like maybe you shouldn't have pitched him. Like maybe you should have tried anyone else, maybe on 3 days rest on that kind of situation. Because you really want to you just want to put it away. But unfortunately, they just went with it. And then Dusty Baker burns through his entire bullpen. Maybe Matten should have gotten one more inning, or Hector Nariz should have pitched a little bit longer, because then you had Abreu giving up a run, Montero, and then another pitcher giving up a run. So I think this came down to bullpen management. So I think Dusty Baker kind of pulled a Scott Service on this one. But now going into Game 7, and the last time I think Houston went into Game 7, they did lose. I think it was the 2019 World Series where they had a 3-2 series lead, blew Game 6, and then blew Game 7. And now let me do a fact check on the 2021 World Series. The 2021 World Series, it was Atlanta winning 4-2. So I mean, Houston, they just got to find a way to finish the game, because it seems like Game 7s don't really work well with the Houston Astros unless you're playing the Yankees. So, but other than that, those are my thoughts. Quick thoughts on this game. Let me know what you think in the comments of how you thought of this game, of just a complete train wreck it was for the Houston Astros. And now they'll have to go into Game 7 and just finish this off. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. And in case you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button. And everyone, have a good night. And any last comments? I think that's it. And I think that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for watching this show. And everyone, have a great night.